Easy Explain, The One Straw Revolution by Masanobu Fukuoka, Section 1. So here we're just going to be going through a lot of the chapters, looking at a lot of highlights from this first section of The One Straw Revolution, starting with the chapter called Nothing at All. So here Fukuoka says that humanity knows nothing at all, there is no intrinsic value in anything, and every action is a futile, meaningless effort. Starting to see some of the Zen influence there right off the bat. Let's keep going with another highlight from Nothing at All. Fukuoka says that in this world there is nothing at all. I felt that I understood nothing. To understand nothing in this sense is to recognize the insufficiency of intellectual knowledge. I could see that all the concepts to which I had been clinging, the very notion of existence itself, were empty fabrications. The same passage continues. My spirit became light and clear. I was dancing wildly for joy. I could hear the small birds chirping in the trees and see the distant waves glistening in the rising sun. The leaves danced green and sparkling. I felt that this was truly heaven on earth. Everything that had possessed me, all the agonies, disappeared like dreams and illusions, and something one might call true nature stood revealed. So in this chapter, Nothing at All, right, we're really starting to see the influence of Zen here in his outlook on life and just his life's philosophy. And here we're even getting like maybe a glimpse at some kind of Satori awakening, just seeing the beauty of nature. Moving on to the chapter called Returning to the Country. Fukuoka says, if you think there is life on this side, then death is on the other. If you want to get rid of the idea of death, then you should rid yourself of the notion that there is a life on this side. Life and death are one. Looking at a Zen paradox there. Same chapter, Return to the Country. Fukuoka continues, everything is meaningless and of no value. Everything returns to nothingness. Again, hopefully some pretty obvious Zen influences. And now we see, this is the nickname that his natural farming has taken on. It's do nothing, right? That term was kind of picked up and kind of ran away with. Don't want to put words in Fukuoka's mouth that he regretted initially calling it that, but there's a chapter called Toward Do Nothing Farming. So here Fukuoka says, the reason that man's improved techniques seem to be necessary is that the natural balance has been so badly upset beforehand by those same techniques that the land has become dependent on them. This continues. This line of reasoning not only applies to agriculture, but to other aspects of human society as well. Doctors and medicine become necessary when people create a sickly environment. Formal schooling has no intrinsic value, but becomes necessary when humanity creates a condition in which one must become educated to get along. Right, so we're applying the Zen Buddhist philosophy to natural farming and agriculture. But here Fukuoka is, leaning outside that realm a little bit. He's kind of giving other examples and how this could be applied as well, and how we've gotten to the issues and problems that we have today. Another chapter called Returning to the Source. Fukuoka says, to the extent that people separate themselves from nature, they spin out further and further from the center. At the same time, a centripetal effect asserts itself and the desire to return to nature arises. He continues, but if people merely become caught up in reacting, moving to the left or to the right, depending on conditions, the result is only more activity. The non-moving point of origin, which lies outside the realm of relativity, is passed over, unnoticed. He goes on, I believe that even returning to nature and anti-pollution activities, no matter how commendable, are not moving toward a genuine solution if they are carried out solely in reaction to the overdevelopment of the present age. Finally, for this passage, he ends, nature does not change, although the way of viewing nature invariably changes from age to age. No matter the age, natural farming exists forever as the wellspring of agriculture. There you have it. Just a quick selection from a chapter called One Reason That Natural Farming Has Not Spread. Fukuoka says the world has become so specialized that it's become impossible for people to grasp anything in its entirety. Maybe that's why it hasn't spread around the world. Final chapter here for section 1 that we'll consider, Humanity Does Not Know Nature. Fukuoka says that understanding of nature lies beyond the reach of human intelligence. He also says that that which is conceived to be nature is only the idea of nature arising in each person's mind. The ones who see true nature are infants. Zen mind, beginner's mind, right? They see without thinking, straight and clear. An object seen in isolation from the whole is not the real thing. And finally, for now, for section 1, we'll end with science has served only to show how small human knowledge is. Not to say that science is irrelevant or unuseful, but really we should be looking at what it's not finding, right? What we're realizing that we don't know. So that's just an overview of highlights from section 1. Going to be moving right into section 2 next. But for now, I hope this helps.